Good morning, everybody. This is coffee time with Clicken Bricken with Clicken Cliff and the Brickable Cow.
Me?
How are you doing, Cow?
I'm okay, Cliffy. I got up this morning and I'm here. How are you?
About the same, about the same. Good morning, Will. Good morning, Macro. Yes, it is Thursday. We changed our times. We just haven't changed
I,
our intro yet.
I realize that now after playing that. I still haven't changed that.
So, yeah, we changed it from Friday mornings to Thursdays because Cal's been off on Thursdays, not Fridays. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, this is just a little live podcast where we shoot the crap and we talk about anything and everything. And Macro, check your Instagram.
Mhm.
I was trying to tell him that all through Scotty's stream last night. He was talking about some different Lego for castles, and I sent him a link because me and Zizu went through it like yesterday, and they got some amazing stuff, pretty and some of it cheap, and at least good ideas. And he was talking
Nice.
about using other going to different websites and getting stuff for castle, and I sent him a link, and well, it took like 20 minutes on Scotty's stream. And I was like, trying to say, tell Macro to read Insta. I mean, nobody would read chat. I was like, whatever. Then the Macro goes, well, I got to go. Then I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Now.
That's funny.
If you're out there, Macro, check your Insta. I did send you a link to a
Noise. A link to a link to a link. Thanks, I will check it. So do they sell sets or instructions? I had to go check out the link. Yes.
Yeah, I think you can buy the set and the instructions. They actually it says 60 days for it to ship to you, whatever.
Which
30 days.
Chickens? What? We're not clicking chickens. She's asleep.
So yeah.
Shoot, I just hung that up and I wasn't supposed to hang it up yet. Oh well.
But wow, the language already this morning.
What do you mean? I said shoot.
Oh, I'm so asleep.
You sound sleepy. You got your coffee? I had to go get coffee.
I got coffee. I've been drinking on it since 7 o'clock this morning. So
they know my coffee, and yet they're very sweet. And so, but you would think that going to the same place every day, that you would know yourself what coffee you're drinking. Well, I somewhat do because The ladies seem to know, but they're nice enough to give me the second to think of it. They're like, okay, you got it. I'm like, I feel embarrassed. I can never remember what I get. I get the same thing every day. They're on top of it. Like,
So I've got something to bring up to you,
oh,
and I need everybody's opinion. All right, I am hooked on a show. Okay, I kind of brought this up on Scotty Stream last night, but I'll bring it up here to get you guys' opinion on it. I'm hooked on the Game of Thrones. I mean, hooked, and I've been watching the House of Dragon as well. And I think it's off-brand. Me and ZZ was looking at it yesterday. We don't know if it's Lego or off-brand, but you could probably use, you know, maybe trade it for Lego.
mm-hmm.
But I've been watching the Game of Thrones, and I'm thinking about doing away with my city. Not even doing it.
Game of Thrones and doing away with it. I don't know if I like
I,
Rose one.
I want to do a bigger. I want to do a bigger castle ring.
Oh, Brett has finally gotten to you. I'm kidding.
Mine won't have panels.
There it is. I was waiting for the panels.
But I've been really thinking about it. I'm conflicted because I wanted to do a. I wanted to do. I bought the Daily Bugle, and I got, of course, the Firehouse, and I'm working on the Assembly Square now, and I got the Sanctum Sanctorum, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what are you gonna do with all
I
those?
got all these Marvel sets to put in the city, and now I'm not even wanting to do the city. I want to do. I want to go just do a bigger castle theme. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't really see how Doctor Strange's house works in with medieval theme.
what are
I'm
you talking?
kidding.
Oh, it's not Doctor Who, whatever. But I am thinking about doing that and changing up my Lego room again to accommodate it, and get rid of some sets, or at least break them down and put them in a crate somewhere, and then think about going and putting my Beagle and the Ghostbusters Firehouse on a shelf, and just do kind of like a city like Shy Time, where his city's on shelves instead of on a table. So I think about just doing that, just putting all what I got on a shelf, and just do a bigger castle theme.
Hmm.
I want to buy all the dragons I can find. Man, that show was pretty freaking awesome, Macro. The House of Dragon and the Game of Thrones. I never was into it when it was the Game of Thrones when it was popular. I go, nah, I don't want to watch that. That don't interest me at all. Then the influencer that I know, he was really talking the show up, and I go, I guess I better go check it out. And boy, I got hooked. I've been binge watching it all week. I started season 1, episode 1, I think Friday of last week.
Hmm.
And I only got there's 8 seasons. I think I only got one more season left to watch.
Pig. Boo.
I've been just going to town on it. Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch the Vikings after I get done with this. I think I might as well just go on and do the Vikings after this. Um, it's just been crazy. I don't know. What's up, clever pig? I just don't know. I need somebody's input in what should I do? Should I go ahead and continue the city and just go ahead and before I get too deep in this city to go ahead and switch gears? I don't know. It,
Yeah.
it, it's been a
Um.
tough.
Well, what are you gonna do with the Avengers Tower? You know, like
I
that.
didn't get. I haven't got the Avengers Tower.
Oh, you didn't. No, that's not the one it's called. It's
The Daily Bugle.
yeah, the Bugle. Yeah. What are you going?
I'm just gonna put it on a shelf
Dang.
to display it or
Yeah,
break it
see,
down or
your
break it
shelves
down.
can't hold buildings. Your shelves only hold cars.
Well, see, that's what I said. I was telling myself too. I could always build a city later on. Um,
You were onto something there. Like you were saying, Shy Time does on shelves. You don't have to do your whole shelving unit. You could totally do little by little bits and pieces, make scenes rather. You know. Um,
Well, I've got a plan to empty one shelf out, and I think I can put it all what I got on that one shelf, and
yeah,
still.
that'd be cool.
But I just, I, yeah, I just gotta figure out what I want to do. This is crazy. I thought, well, maybe I want to do a city. Then I got watching the show, and it inspired me, and got and through my imagination going wild, and I was like, crap, here we go. So I plan on doing some of that. Today I got to sort some stupid Lego, get that done. That big old bulk lot I got, get it finally sorted. I'm on the last part of it now, and then I think I'm going to start doing that today. Maybe have it done by Saturday. We'll see. But yeah, it's been crazy, man. I tell you, this journey, Lego journey. I tell you, I never. When I first started Lego with a freaking Captain America mech for $10 from the dollar store, would not believe where it brought me today.
Right.
That was my very first set, and I was the Captain America mech. Then I bought the Thanos mech, and then I think a few others, the Thor, and just then it came to doing my own layout. It's just weird how your journey starts, and then so what was your first Lego set, Cal?
Look, I have a poly bag. Oh, I guess you can't see it. It was the ATST Walker from 20 some odd years ago.
Cliff, I can honestly relate.
Seven something. I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head.
I don't either. Macro says, Cliff, I can honestly relate. I look at my city and sometimes think of the medieval I could do in that space. Real field battles and farmland. Yes. See, and that's what I want to do. Big old battle. I'm gonna try to find me some trolls to put in there and giants. Have me
Yeah.
some dragons flying over. I mean, dude, the imagination has been running wild this whole week. And I can do my own. Okay, here's my opinion. Y'all can shoot me and cancel me or whatever the hell you want to do to me, other than penetrate me. But anyway, um, city is kind of. I understand people do mocks, and I get that. But what does every city have that everybody who builds a city has? The same modular building. They might buy two, make it bigger, or they may tweak it out, but at the end of the day, they got the modulars that everybody has in their city. Am I correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, every city I've seen has the Daily Beagle. Every city I've seen has the police station. I understand some people build mocks and do different things or modify it. I know Scotty buys like two monitors and makes it bigger, but everybody has the same monitors, and a city's a city. But I think you do something different, like a medieval. I mean, you could do a whole wow. Triple D. Can we just love you, Cliff? I don't. Well, I understand Triple D has his own monks, but 99.9% of the city has the same buildings inside the city. Some people make it big, small, but it's still a modular building. I mean, you could have it set up a different way, but still, at the end of the day, now, that's just the videos of people I watch. I mean, it seems like every time they do a city update, it's the same buildings. I understand that people mock and there's something different in each other city. I get it, but But yeah, I don't know. Just my opinion. But
You sent my brain down a rabbit hole. Now I'm trying to find this part number that I. Oh,
we've already moved on.
I know you. Okay, look, I found it. 7657, the ATST Walker. One of the original walkers from like 2005 era ish, somewhere in there. Like, it's dopey as hell compared to what you get nowadays, you know? Um, but that thing, and at the time, my grandfather still, even though he's not here, we still own his golden box of all the original tapes of Star Wars, and so we were sit there and we would binge watch them all. We would watch them all, and finally, on my 5th birthday, my dad got me my first set, and it was this ATST Walker. And for whatever reason, the creativity in me just kind of blossomed from that set, you know. So it got worse and worse from there. But that is my first set. Yep.
True that. Custom buildings are definitely needed in the city, or else it's just what you said, the same Lego sets. I want to try a new Hiroshima type city by Ninjago, biggest Lego Ninjago city ever. That's cool, yeah. If at the end of the day you need to follow your heart and build whatever you're inspired to build, I agree. Hey, what's up, Bunny? Good morning.
Mm.
But yeah, it's just, I mean, don't get me wrong. These cities are impressive. Macro cities awesome looking. I mean, don't get me wrong. The cities that people build are awesome. Do not get me wrong. This is live,
Oh,
and
well,
but don't get me wrong. People's cities look awesome. I mean, they look great. Macro city looks excellent, and, even every city that I've seen looks good. You just see the same stuff in the cities, and that's why I wanted to do the Jurassic World Park when I first started Lego, because at that time I didn't see nobody do one.
yeah.
And sometimes I want to redo that. I mean, I don't know, this could just be an episode since I'm watching Game of Thrones. I want to do a big old castle realm. Well, I tell you what, that show we put you on a roller coaster of emotions. I'm telling you, no joke. It puts you on a roller coaster of emotions, man. It's like, yay, then you're back to crying. Like, gosh dang,
Memorex? What is it? Memorex? Am I too young to know this?
I don't even know it. I
I
don't.
thought that was like a disc player of sorts. I don't know what a Memorex is.
Well, your guess is as good as mine.
I'm okay wishing. Oh, he's answering her question. Gotcha. I thought he was answering your question. I was like, huh?
No. Um. Well, I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows this, but I've been on a diet for a freaking month.
I've been dying too. I mean, yeah.
I jumped on a scale the other day.
Tape.
I've lost 30 pounds.
Cliffy, that's awesome. That's good, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you never know, dude. Some people are like, "Oh God, I lost so much." Like, you
I,
know.
I've been eating high high protein, low calorie. I'm at doing the 1,200 calorie a day thing,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I've been, and that's it. I only eat 3 times a day. No snacking.
Ha. See.
It's just it's just I will promise that some days are harder than some. I'm telling you. But yeah, I've been my A1C's down. That's my diabetes. Um,
What?
I'm at regular. I'm a regular person now.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real person. Um, but yeah, it's been a struggle. But especially when you watch TV and every other commercials of food commercials. Like, I wish I could have a piece of pizza.
You ever thought about how many seeds you eat when you eat banana? What?
No, thank you.
Bananas have seeds? Yeah, I guess they do.
I was on a diet back in the day, and all I lost was 2 weeks of my life. The big one is to switch all liquids of water with.
Did you hear China has found a way to cure? You know what? They have found a way to cure diabetes and AIDS and mesothelioma, blah blah blah, and everything else in the world, but they don't want to give you the dang drugs.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that now this 30 pounds may not. I mean, I had to get on. I had to take 3 shots a day for my diabetes.
Oh,
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If it's over a certain amount, I got. It's like a scale. If my blood sugar is like 110, I got to take, or 160, I got to take one notch of insulin. Then I got to take a shot once a week. It was just crazy. I said, I do not want to be a pincushion. And I told the doctor last time I went, I said, I'm done sticking my finger. I have to come up with something else. So they gave me this thing that get poked once a week, and I just got to put it in my arm. It's like a little computer chip. It goes to my phone, tells me what my blood sugar is. So I don't have to prick my fingers anymore.
ugh.
And
You
yeah,
know, like
it's just been interesting. I told my wife, I said, I'm one step closer being the biological man than ever. No joke. But I tell you what, if anybody's out there dieting, I think it's hard. I think you know what I smoked cigarettes since I was 13 years old, and I quit. I don't know in 2019.
mm,
That was easier than losing weight.
my dad said the same thing. It was easier to quit than it is trying to pick up a new habit.
Well, I mean, I it was easier for me to quit smoking than it is to lose weight. Yeah, I think it's one of the toughest things somebody can do is lose weight because you're
Mm.
tempted every day. I mean, like I said, commercials you see Burger King advertising a new
Literally,
hamburger, and you know. But even notice if you ever try to quit smoking, I don't know if y'all who all out there smoke cigarettes, but I remember when I was smoking, I didn't notice it very much. But when I quit smoking, it seems like every time I turn on the TV or on a movie, there was somebody smoking on it, and I noticed it more than I did when I was smoking.
mm,
It's crazy. You know what? There's times where I still crave a cigarette. I tell you what, I used to also smoke pipe tobacco in pipe,
mm.
and I've been wanting to do that, pick that up again for some stupid reason. I don't know. I got a little porch area on my house where I just want to go smoke a pipe and read a book and get out of my living room for a while. What's up, Miss Amy?
Woo. Yeah, my dad was just he was just diagnosed to diabetes, so we're trying to switch up some stuff that we do on the daily just to help him out because it is a little bit of a struggle for him. But at least he's not like me. I'm a fat kid. I'll eat Twinkies and Hostess and everything else all day. He doesn't do hardly any of the sweets or none of that, so he's fine like that. But his thing is like Tootsie Rolls and sweet candy, like he loves that candy, but he can't do it. And I
Well,
don't know.
sometimes, like I said, there's some days it's easier than others. I agree. I mean, um, but I did have help to quit smoking. I was in the hospital, so I couldn't smoke, and I just told myself, I said, I'm gonna see how long I can go without smoking, and that's all. I mean, the first couple I got home, after being in the hospital for 6 months, I didn't need to smoke. I haven't
Yeah.
done it for 6 months. Well, I might as well just keep going, and it's been that way ever since. But there's some days where like I said, dude, I see somebody light up a cigarette, and I'm like, man, that looks good right now, but I fight through it. Now I wish I could do the same about this dieting, man. Like I said, man, there's some days where I'm just like, I can't do it, and I do have snacks that's low carb. Like I don't know, there's some these little rice cakes that my wife bought that are cheddar flavor, like and they're like just little bitty ones, and if I get overtaken, I just grab me a couple of those and eat them until I get over the craving. But But most of the time, I don't. I can fight through it.
You're strong.
I tell you,
My dad has been cancer free for 3 months.
sweet.
He stopped smoking over 11 months ago, which I'm very proud of. He's been cancer free for 3 months, and now they're saying that he has diabetes that's forming very rapidly. So it's
Diabetes ain't scary as long as you keep take. If you,
as long as you take care of it, right? But knowing this man, I have a little bit of fear for him because he loves his sweets, like I said, as we all. But he's strong, especially if he can get through. He smoked literally my whole life. You know how many times I've heard this man say, "Oh, I'm going to quit. I can do this. I'm going to quit." And he has finally gone this long without a cigarette. And I'm pretty proud of him, But I'm afraid that all the stress and everything is going to get to him again, and he's going to not so much like relapse, but say, "Hey, I kind of just want to, take another drag one time, whatever," and screw himself up, you know.
well, people are going to relapse and they're going to go back and do it. But you just gotta, if you do that, you just gotta try it again. Just keep trying, you'll get it.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, there's struggles in life. It's
Oh,
crazy.
every day. Yeah.
Like I said, I never dreamed I'd ever be this big. Man, I was on fire department. I wasn't this big. I mean, this only happened to me the last 6 years or so. Wait a minute, 2000. Okay, I lied. About 10 years ago.
Hmm.
Wow, it's been 10 years already. Jeez.
Time flies.
But it's like, dang. But I'm losing it slowly but surely. Um, I don't. You know what? Okay, I will confess, kinda.
Kind of.
Now, what I'm about to say, I do not mean no disrespect or criticize anybody, but you know, my health was getting bad. I knew it was. Before I started dieting, I knew it was like I was. uh, I was like in the toilet circling the drain. If that makes sense. All right.
Mhm.
And I watched a show. What is it? My 600 pound life or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
I, I saw that on TV. I clicked on it and watched a couple episodes. Like, oh my god, I do not want to be like that. And that inspired me. I said, you know what, this is where I'm headed. I need to just turn around. And then the show that I was watching, the person actually passed away in the middle of this program that they put them on. I was like, all right, yeah. Well, that's kind of like an eye opener, well, I'm gonna use this as a lesson. And I gotta get my butt in gear because this ain't right. No, we're going to go backwards. We're not going to do this. And that show, I guess, kind of inspired me to lose a little bit of this poundage I have. I definitely don't want to be bedridden where I can't do nothing, enjoy life, enjoy anything, But,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, if you ever watch that show, you all understand what I'm saying. But
That
what's
or like
that? Most
you.
people don't even know. You don't. Me being a big guy, you don't notice it till it's too late. For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause you're
But my
walking before you're walking around. I'll be okay. I can eat this one steak.
save my life. Yeah. My thing is horrors. I hoard so much Lego and everything of Lego, everything with the Lego brand, and I can't get it in my head that I don't need that anymore. Like that poly bag I opened last night. I literally kept the bag in my poly bag bags. You know what I mean? Like, so the episodes of Hoarder really get to me because I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to get to that stage where I'm just walking on everything, and like, it just. So I try to clean myself because of all my Lego everywhere. But then you get friends out there who are worse than I am. Their house is full of Lego. Not naming names, dude, Jude. No, but uh, but it just, yeah, no, I feel what I know what you're saying there because you kind of look at yourself and you're like, oh, hmm.
Macro, you know what? You just stay on the narrow path, buddy. Remember, wide was it? They say the wide road leads to destruction. The narrow path leads to goodness. Stay on the.
You can be on the shady path. Just remember, you got to look for the sunlight in the shade. Though the shade may be cooling you off, the sunlight guides you.
Right. Bunny looking the other way. Wait, what? Is that bad?
Looking the other way.
I don't know.
Hoarding equals bad. Yeah, of course, coming from Hoarder 66. Poor guy. I'm sorry. Calling him out.
I hoard Lego too. You know, I got a new thing from Bunny. I got me a little horsey.
Yeah, I seen your Duplo. That was so cool. I didn't know they made a big old Duplo night horse.
Oh, they make a castle.
A Duplo castle?
Yeah,
Wow.
I do want to get a hold of one of those too one day. But
I'm surprised Brett doesn't have one.
it'd be right up his alley. Anyway, um,
Oh, hoarding Lego, she says. So she's looking the
uh,
other way.
yeah, I hoard Lego too. I mean, I've got a closet full of parts, and I got a room full of backlog, and now I'm
and yet
sorting.
and yet the brain always says, wait, I need that. I don't have that.
Well, you know, that's part of the hobby, ain't it? Is
Yeah.
I mean, heck, there's a lot. There's a lot of times I look at my friends too, like, man, I wish I got one of those back when it was out. I wish I was around. You know, like the Black Pearl.
Damn it. So I was just thinking the same thing.
You know, I would really love to have that set, but you know, somebody
Oh, me too. Me too.
you have it. It's just parted out everywhere.
Well, it's not the same.
You know, in the Batmobile.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
You know, the Death Star.
yeah, well, I'm okay with doing that one. I still have most of them figs.
I just don't. Yeah.
Well, but see, that's another part of your brain that you're like, oh, well, I don't see the value in it. I can make my own stuff and make me happy. That's where my brain was.
Well, okay. You
Now
got
I'm starting to see value.
you. What do you got built out of your '89 Batmobile that you still have built?
A helicopter. You remember that helicopter mock I was working on?
Well, you haven't got that done yet.
No, I kind of gave up on it. He's still sitting right here.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, I'm so far into it, I might as well just finish it.
Well,
But
yeah.
I literally I only need a cockpit and the propellers. Like that's it. But yeah, a lot of the '89 Batmobile is sitting on top of that helicopter.
Well, that's only maybe a maybe a 1% of the mobile.
Yeah, a very small percentage of it. A lot of the tiling and the inner working parts and the wheels. The wheels I actually have separate. Um, the windshield I have in a box, so that way it doesn't quite get scratched up as any more than what it is. If it is, so yeah, I have started to see the value, and I still regret it every day, but it's one of those things because you're like, I'm broke. I need to fulfill my happiness.
Right. Don't forget this Sunday night, Clicking Bricken. It's our fifth Sunday of the month, and I guess me
Hmm.
and Cal are gonna have to get something and get together and get out some parts to about I don't know 50 parts or so to have a competition.
Ooh, okay.
So
Yeah.
come back Sunday night. You know we're not done. I'm just kind of throwing a bulletin board out there. Just kind of, and guys, if you have not signed up for the 72-hour live stream, contact Haley Bricks to get you a spot. We still have spots open. Now I think there's a lot overnight, but I think there's still pretty good days, especially on Saturday. I think there's still some day spots open on Saturday.
Hmm.
So go make sure you check get on that 72-hour last year. I think she said there's 18 spots still open. So
Dang.
let's get them filled up, filled out.
Yeah, I really don't think I'm gonna do much on my own other than what we got scheduled already because I got to work all week.
Well, it's Friday morning. Are you gonna be off Friday morning?
No, that's what I mean. We changed times after we
Yeah,
realized I was gonna be working. So
yeah. Well, since I will say, I'm going to make the executive decision. That week of the same 2 hour live stream, there won't be a coffee time.
yeah, that's fine.
It starts Thursday morning. I don't want to go live over.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it Friday, but I'm supposed to be working Friday now. So
Yeah, we. And by the time we found this out, Thursday
what
morning
day,
already taken, so it's all good.
what day is that? Maybe I can see if we can work around it.
It's the 12th of July.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll see. I'll see what we're doing and see if I can work around that. Maybe I can.
We'll
Get
be
it in.
doing. We'll be talking for 2 hours, Cal. Well, we're only supposed to do an hour. Haley goes, well, I need some. Why don't you just take the extra hour to fill in to the next? Okay. So it's either we're going to have a 2 hour conversation.
This could be good.
Buddha handed me a dragon. Whatever. What? You got to show me.
Dragon. What kind of dragon?
What kind of dragon?
Is he friendly? Is his name Puff?
No, but for real though, so make sure you, if you're a streamer, make sure you sign up for a stream 2 hour live stream. But it's either we will be having, we're going to just do an hour, but I guess we're doing 2 hours. It'll be a hangout or a build kind of stream
Yeah.
or something. So,
Yeah, I'll see if I can work around it. We'll see what we can do.
and then I got to do mine on Saturday from
Nice.
like noon to 2.
Well, Cliffy just taking over the show. Blue Ninjago Lego Dragon. Got you.
Nice.
Posted on the IG.
Is it the water dragon?
I don't exactly know.
Oh well, go check her out on Instagram on the grams.
On the grams.
Speaking of, you got July 10th or 11th, July 11th at 10 a.m. I think they took out Wednesdays because there's only me and minifig collector that signed up, and they weren't filling the spot, so we just took the Wednesday off and started Thursday morning at like 10 a.m. or something like that. The Ice Dragon. Okay, cool. So it starts Thursday morning at 10 a.m., runs till Sunday evening. I think Holland and Ballin is the last one this year. And it may not be a clicking and breaking that night either. It just depends what time they get done.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. So yeah, we got that coming up, and within the next Sunday night we have Johnny Bills as a special guest.
Yeah.
And I guess Cal's got somebody lined up for the next one. So
I do. I got somebody good lined up for August, it sounds like.
We'll see how good they are. I'm joking.
I'm so excited, Cliffy.
Well, I'm glad you are. But yeah, I don't know. You got any plans for this week other than working?
Oh, it seems like that's all I ever do. I've been hitting the go kart track a lot lately. We might do some more of that. I got batting cage tickets, so I can go hit the batting cage this week too. But
Cool.
I don't know. That is, I spend too much money there. They're like, oh yeah, you can buy tickets and bring them back. You don't have to. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stockpile tickets.
Is that what you've been doing with your kiddos?
Yeah, I take them out there, and now I've been taking my friend Megan, and we just go. I go out there so much, dude. But it's like it's in my brain. I got that racing bug, dude. But it like it gets so much out of me to go and race around the track for 5 minutes and go hit a ball or whatever. It gets so much out of me that I don't get out during the day. Um, it's just kind of a good relief at the end of the day. Like, yeah, I hurt and I'm being slung around, but at the end of it all, like my mind feels better and I just kind of feel better about the day. I don't know, a stress relief.
Well, that's
More of a positive stress relief, You don't you get to go bump around on a go kart a little while and not have to worry about it. As far as spending money for anything fun for myself, I spend it all on Lego or Lego related things. Yes.
right.
Yes. See, and I haven't even like there was and that's what I spend so much time and all at this go-kart track facility that I started to realize that as much money as I would put into my monthly Lego, I'm already putting into this go kart track. Like, so I'm going to have to give up a hobby, a spending hobby here at some point, or like,
I got a question for you.
hmm,
Do you do you get to keep the go karts?
no, no, you can't keep the go kart.
So, but you can keep the Lego that you buy, right? And build a million things with it, right?
Yeah,
I think I know what I'd be spending my money on.
yeah, but you don't get to drive the Lego.
You can.
I guess, yeah.
You build it big enough. Hey, there's somebody in Chicago who built that.
There was. I seen that they had a little go kart they were riding on.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you can have both.
My thought was, oh my goodness, my fat butt is going to end up breaking right through the bottom of it. My butt's going to be skidding on the ground. Like, there's no way.
I'm sure it's
I'm
growing.
probably as big as the guy riding it. Like, like,
Huh, imagine how you
quick your part collection will grow if you only buy. Yeah, well, that's true. Build a Lego go kart. Yeah, I think we're onto that track here, Miss Bunny. I think that's my next goal.
That's why I spent all on Lego. I have big dreams and need a lot of parts to accomplish it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, like I said, I'm finally getting done with this big old bulk that I got. What I'm starting sorting my last part of it now. And I've got Lego stacked on the floor in buckets,
Mm.
sorted. I mean, I ain't going to need parts for a while, I don't think, unless it's a specialty part.
The Sorting King.
I hate sorting with a passion.
Ugh.
It literally drives me nuts. It drives me bananas.
Supposed to be off today, and yet I still have to go to work later.
You're off today, you big. I gotta work.
Yeah, yeah, because he'll tell me the beginning of the day, almost every day, because it seems like the plan changes daily for what we do. Um, he'll start out like Monday or whatever. Oh yeah, so it's looking like you can have Thursday off, whatever. Wednesday comes and he says, yeah, you can have tomorrow off. That'll be fine. Midday yesterday. I was thinking maybe you should come in for a few hours later in the afternoon and fill in this trench and lay some pipe. I'm thinking, dude, you've told me how many times this week I can have the day off? Like,
Hey, Zizu, the coffee is good and hot this morning.
yes. Yeah, I've realized, Zizu, that you're right. On a coffee time, we rarely talk about coffee.
Well, it's a conversation while we're having coffee. Basically, what it turns
Yeah.
out.
Yes. Oh.
I'm on my last cup, and this is my fifth cup of the day.
Wow.
I drink a pot a day.
Jeez.
I usually done. If I'm not done by 10 o'clock, I'm up all night.
Well,
I
yeah,
got
'cause you dang done drank a pot of coffee
in
in
front of
front of
me.
Jen. Oh, in front of Jen.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I was just mix the both together, Bunny.
I was going to say, hmm.
I mean, that's what I would do. But I'm a special kind of guy.
Yeah, you're the type that likes whiskey in your whiskey. Half a cup of whiskey with a drop of coffee.
I like whiskey.
Yeah.
I used to love drinking. When I did smoke that pipe tobacco, I would have me some Jack Daniels on ice,
Mm.
on the rocks, whatever. Drink,
I
smoking the pipe, drinking, drinking a sip of that, and out on the back porch watching deer in the woods.
I recently had gotten a bottle of whiskey, and it was salted watermelon whiskey. Dude, like you would never have thought that watermelon and whiskey go together, but that was pretty good.
I don't like vodka either. It was always either Jack Daniels, his brother Evan Williams, or it was either Jack Daniels, his brother Jim Beam, or his cousin Evan Williams. That's pretty much all I drank. I don't like the other stuff. I don't like the foo drinks. I don't like.
Yes, it is delicious.
I don't
I
like
love
the
foo drinks, dude. Like everybody laughs at me.
no. If you're gonna
I'm like,
drink, don't no foo drinks.
give me that fruity stuff.
No.
Like I like my piss beer as much as I like my fruity stuff, but
No.
sometimes
The
it's nice
beer.
to
Uh, I
fruity.
can't- I don't like the beer. I
Really?
I had to like I'm like my dad. I had to chug three just to enjoy the fourth one.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how it is. But but at the same time, you're like, huh. After a long hard day in the heat, dude, I'm telling you, a nice crisp cold beer, that's the way to go.
Mm.
Love it. I love coming.
I don't know how we got to this subject from.
I don't know. We're drinking it. We're
Everyone
talking about
drinks
coffee.
oh, it,
That's funny.
I used to
Well,
like.
that goes easy.
I did like the Bloody Marys every once in a while.
I can't do the. I can't. Mm-mm.
No, I did have some Jägermeisters. That was a weird experience, man. I was sitting at a bar with my buddy, and, and I would drink. I don't know. We had like 3 or 4 shots of this Jägermeister. It tastes like black licorice. If you like licorice, this is not the drink for you.
Oh,
But I sat there and started drinking. We had like 3 or 4 shots, and I stood up, and that's when everything fell apart.
yep.
I felt
That's exactly the moment it falls apart when you think, "Oh, I'm good. I can stand up."
I stand up. I was like, "Whoa, everything's spinning.
Yeah.
Whoa!" And the girls that we were with, let's go dancing. All right, I ain't going to promise I'm going to stay
I
on my
thought we
feet.
were dancing.
So we were dancing. The room's going in circles.
We're moving so fast.
That was good old days, man. Me and my buddy would always go close down. This place was called Cowboys 2000. Okay, it was a big old bar with a dance floor on one side and a rodeo arena on the other. So you'll sit there and dance and all that good stuff, and then they'll shut that down, and they will open up the rodeo. You watch the rodeo for an hour.
Nice.
Yeah, the Jaeger. Whew. Like I said, I, I like liquor, so I just sat there having a shot after shot after shot after shot, and I was sitting down. I was fine, and I had to go. I had to go to the bathroom, and the boy I stood up like, whoa,
Mm.
yeah. I mean, that's the night where me and my buddy got in the truck, and we this is an hour away from home, and we looked at each other and said, "There ain't no way we're gonna make it home." We looked across the street, and then we saw Shoney's, and they said, "If we could just make it across the street to Shoney's,"
Hmm.
and we did. We I drove, I think, 2 miles an hour across the road to Shoney's. Parked in, we sat there and ate anything with bread, trying to soak up the liquor in our bellies.
Yeah,
And we were there till 6 o'clock in the morning. And mind you, the bar closed at 1 o'clock. We
that's
sat
right.
at Shoney's till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, eating everything with bread till we could drive home. It was bad. It was bad. Oh man, that was when I was young and dumb and full of dumbness. It, and I had to work, and I'd be at work at 9 o'clock that morning, or 8 o'clock. I mean, yeah, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock that morning, I had to be at work. Got home at 4, enough time to jump in the shower and get shaved and go by and get some surf because I know my breath still stunk.
Ugh.
Just to go work. Yeah. Those are the days, huh, buddy?
The dead.
These days we'll be telling our kids when they get.
When I was your age, no.
So I got a question for you guys listening. Chad. What is your coffee? What's your favorite brand of coffee?
Brand of coffee. You're talking like Folgers or something like that, or what?
What coffee do you drink? What brand?
Well, they use some type of Arabic bean or something in my coffee, so I don't even know where they get it.
Mine's Folgers. Every once in a while I do a Maxwell House, but usually Dunkin'. Okay,
Dunkin's.
I never had Dunkin', so I don't know. It may taste good.
Yeah, I'd rather have Starbucks.
I, I do Folgers.
I'm gonna get a whole crowd of Dunkin' lovers after me now.
You know, I always say I don't care what coffee it is as long as it's you know. Well, I can't say that on this stream. I only buy the Starbucks cold brew from the store, but I really rarely drink coffee. Well, I'm an old timer. I drink coffee. I love coffee.
Simple,
I would
straight.
drink it all day if I could go to sleep, and I'd probably be drinking all day. I know somebody who does drink it all day.
Who? That, why
Uh,
would you do that to yourself? That would really hurt my tummy.
Ubon, Colombian. Now, do y'all go? Okay, I got another question. Y'all go when y'all go to the store to buy coffee. Do y'all use that the grind like you buy the beans, you grind it up
Oh,
yourself, and then make the coffee? Have you ever done that before?
no, but I've gone by in the aisle and spilt a bunch of beans.
My dad, the little thief, he would go buy the coffee. He'd go buy the coffee beans and get one bean and put it in his mouth, just suck on it. What are you doing?
Well, whatever gets you by, I guess, yeah.
Well, my dad, we'd be out hauling hay.
Mm.
Hottest day in July. I mean, it could be 120 some degrees outside, and we'll sit underneath the trailer. I'm looking for the coldest drink I can find. He's pouring himself a steamy cup of coffee. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah. Well, okay, I guess, yeah. So looking at it like that, my boss will go and grab a Starbucks or whatever in the morning, and it'll be like noon, and he'll show up with another coffee, and I'm thinking, dude, what are you doing to yourself? You're out here working in the heat, like
My dad would wear long sleeve shirts all year round.
exactly. I can't do all that. I have
Well,
to.
my dad claimed it kept him cooler. He said the shirt will keep him cooler, but it does. You're supposed to long
Yeah,
sleeve. You're sweating, and it just keeps your clothes wet, where your body cools itself down. And
yeah.
coffee is supposed to regulate your body temperature.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, my dad said it makes me cooler. whatever. I want that ice cold water and pouring down on my head or something.
That's all I think about when it's hot. Like I'm sitting there digging trenches. I'm like, oh, some nice cold water would be great right now. Like I can't think about coffee when it's hot out.
Mm. I don't know. Some people are that way. I mean, I,
When I worked in the photo studio, I drank it. Yes, Will, I'll do a backstage. I drank it all day, and I don't remember sleeping for about 3 years. When I worked at the photo studio, I drank it all day. Oh, you drink coffee all day, and you don't remember sleeping for about 3 years? They got some strong stuff, Miss Bunny.
when I at the fire department, man, I drink coffee. We go on a fire call in the middle. When it's 10 degrees below zero in the middle of the night. Well, yeah, I'd be drinking hot coffee then, but not.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just one of those things, man. It's just I like coffee.
As
I
a
don't think
fireman, do you have time to brew your coffee before you? Oh yeah, give it 5 minutes. I got coffee brewing. You know?
you want to know the truth. You
Yeah.
want you want to know the truth. We had coffee pots on the fire truck.
Yo, that's cool.
We'd plug it into the generator, pour some bottled water in there, and it'd be brewing. And and then because we're supposed to, there's this thing in the fire service called rehab, where you're supposed to, every time you spin a bottle in a fire, you got to take a 10-minute rest for rehab. Okay, so you don't get yourself hurt, and that's how
Mhm.
it's been going. So they'd have coffee on the fire truck, on the tailgate of it, to,
Mhm.
with coffee going. And when you get done with their bottle, we got this place where the firefighters had to go sit down, relax for 10 minutes before they put on another bottle. So we just grab a cup of coffee. I mean, and people look at us like what in why are you drinking coffee when my house is on fire?
Why are you taking a break when all my stuff is burning? Right. Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of one of those sketch areas, but we tell them, you know what, we were in there. There's other people. Your house is still getting put out. Don't worry. There's people in there working at this second. We just already did our turn.
I just imagine Cliffy sitting there drinking. Look, lady, I'm on my coffee break. All right. Like,
Well,
you're kidding.
you're not too far from the truth. Oh, dude, when you're working in public, you get tired of working with public. You just finally just give up and
Mhm.
say, we tell them get out of here. This is not the place for you. Go be with your family.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I'll tell them that. Get on my face. I don't want to talk to you. Bye bye.
Grumpy J, moo.
My Union 15 is what I say. Yep. I tell
The Union 15.
I tell them. Well, I was part of the union on the fire service. I tell them. I said, well, we're ready. Your house can put out. But they'll argue. You just finally tell them, either get out of my face, or you're gonna get punched in the face. One or the other.
When's lunch? Whenever we get to the fire so we can cook it.
No, no. Wait. Most of the time, people understood. They seen how dirty we were, and we were actually doing something. That we just took a break to drink a cup of coffee and get back to work. But yeah, well, guys, we want to wind this one down. Hate to say it, we have to leave good company, but we're leaving. Um, Cal, you got anything special going on until Sunday night? Don't forget Sunday night build challenge between me and Cal.
Um, my son's birthday is on the 1st, so we're actually celebrating it this weekend.
Two
So I guess
weeks.
that's somewhat of special event going on before then. So, yo,
So,
my son, he's still only 4. He's almost 5, but he built a 9 plus set. That gray car, that Speed Champ,
yeah,
all,
you told us
all
that.
by himself. And I'm like, dude, you're getting Lego for your birthday. Like,
Well, guys, don't forget Sunday night. Tell your boy happy birthday from me. And you got any last words, Cal?
moo. Have a good week.
Remember, y'all, keep clicking and bricking. Bye bye.
Bye.